We're going to do our math lesson today, and we are moving on to this number right here. What is it? Okay, if you got it really, really fast, that means you're subitizing. That means you can see the number without counting it. And you know what it is. That means you organized it in your brain. You know that 5 and 5 is 10. And you don't have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's a good thing if you can subitize. All right, so I'm going to move this over. We are going to do our number talks in 2 different lessons like we've been doing. As the numbers get bigger, it just takes too long. I'd be doing 30-minute lesson and then showing you the pages. It would just be too long, okay? So I'm going to show you the number 10. Okay, I have a poem for 10. Okay, start with a 1, add a 0, then you have made the number 10. So the word then rhymes with 10 because they both end with E-N, N. Do it one more time. Start with a 1, add a 0, then we have made the number 10. This is how you spell 10. T-E-N spells 10. I think I'm going to do both of those up here. So let's write one first. Okay, start with a 1, add a 0, then we have made the number 10. I got a little shaky up there, but that's okay. And then if we spell it, we can actually sound this out. T-E-N, 10. Okay, and this shows us 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the way they put the dots on a dice. Here's another 10. 1, 2, or sorry, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 and 5 is 10, right? Okay, and then here's 10. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 presents. Here's how you spell 10, of course. Here's a 10 frame. We've got one here, and then we have one here, all filled up. Here's a 10 stick. You know, I did not bring these home from the classroom, but now that I know they're doing that, I'm going to bring those home, and I will show you what a 10 stick looks like. And here's 10 tally marks. Let's do that right now. 10 tally marks. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now remember, I'm not going to put 5 here. I'm going to connect them all with a slanted line, and we know that's 5. Okay, and then we're going to do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. So 5 plus 5 equals altogether 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it's also exactly what you see on our 10 frame. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bottom. So these tally marks could be these counters, and these tally marks could be these counters. And then this is my Rick and Rack. So I can count like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the top, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And look, you can tell they're equal. So 5 and 5 is 10. Let me move this a little bit closer so you can see it. Or, look, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white. It's like this. And 5 red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I also made 10 Unifix cubes. I put them in a tower. 5 red and 5 blue Unifix cubes. That's how tall it is. I think I'm going to lay it this way. Okay, like a snake. 5 on one side and 5 on the other side. Okay, good job. That was a good start on our number talks. And we'll do the ways to make 10. We'll do that in a couple of days because that's just a little more involved now. As the numbers get bigger, it takes longer to do it. So I'm going to sit down here and get this arranged a little better so you guys can see the desk. There we go. Okay, going to get out your math folder. Got a little bit of cough. All right. And wow, look at all the pages we've done, boys and girls. Everything on this side are the pages we've done. All the packets, 1 through 9. And there's one packet left for 10. And then there's some other pages we're going to do in a little while. So you're going to get out that 10 packet. I'm going to put this off to the side. Okay, I really want you guys to follow directions. That last couple of weeks, I can tell people are just doing the packets and not watching the video. Not all of you, but some of you, because you're not doing the way the instructions that I'm giving you, okay? There are no instructions on the page, so you have to listen to the video so you know what to do. The first thing you do is always the same. Pick out a pencil and write your name. I'm just going to put Mrs. J. Now this part here, I don't care. You can trace that with pencil if you want. T-E-N. And then I trace over the 10. And when I have the pencil in my hand, I'm going to go ahead and come down here at the bottom, because then I'm going to put my pencil down for a little bit, okay? So we're going to count. Now, boys and girls, this is kind of funny because we've all the kindergarten teachers at Tuscany Hills, we're not sure what these are. Some people said, well, it looks like a peanut. And some people said, well, it looks like a balloon because look at the little tie there. But look at, there's ties on both sides. So what I think they are, I think they're little sausages. Have you ever had a sausage? Because what they do is there's a casing and they fill the meat up and then they tie it at the ends. It has a little thing at the ends, and then you can put mustard or ketchup or relish on your sausages. Okay, so I think they're sausages. You can let me know what you guys think. We're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So down here it says there are how many sausages? Okay, I'm going to start with a 1, add a 0, then you have made the number 10. Now I'm not going to color them all right now, but the color of a sausage is kind of brown. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, this one has got some ketchup on it. So the sausage, you can put it on a big bun like a hot dog, or you can just eat it the way it is. So this one, let's say this one has ketchup on it, so I'm going to do that red. Let's say another one has mustard on it, so I will color this green. But then the sausage itself, I'm going to do brown. And I'm not going to do them all right now because that would take too long. And I don't know if you can think of anything else. I guess you could put cheese on them. All right, that would be yellow too. So there, I'm going to put some relish on there. I like that on my sausage. All right, and then I'll color the sausage itself brown. All right, and I'm going to finish that later. But I am going to color them all 10. Okay, all right, and then since I have a crayon in my hand, I could go over this with crayon also. Just looks better, doesn't it? So I did trace it with pencil, and then I'll trace with crayon. Okay, this is the page that some kids are not following directions. I've seen kids trace them with pencil. I've seen kids trace them with marker. I've seen kids trace them only once. So what you're supposed to do is rainbow trace. And we were doing rainbow tracing from the very beginning, from the first week of school, when we rainbow traced your names. So I'm going to get a crayon for every color of the rainbow. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Now you guys know that you have a few different shades of yellow, a few different shades of green. So that's up to you if you want to use the dark one or the light one, or instead of purple, if you want to add another one and use pink, that's okay. Just don't use black and brown because those are not rainbow colors, right? So I'm going to start with my red, and I'm going to do my poem as I trace them, okay? And now I don't mean I'm going to do this one red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. No, each one I'm going to do in red. So that means I'm tracing all my 1s and 0s with red. And then start with a 1, add a 0, then you have made the number 10. Now I can put this down and do my orange. So when you take a picture of this and send it to me, I should be able to see all the rainbow colors on your 1 and your 0. And the reason we do this is I would rather you just, I could give you 3 pages of tracing, but instead you might as well just trace these 6 times and you'll get lots of tracing practice. Then on the days that we have to make your own, you will already be an expert because you've done lots of tracing. Okay, now I'm going to do green, and then I'll do blue, and then I'll do purple. Okay, there you go. And we're almost done with these packets anyways, right? So I think I'm going to go ahead and trace T-E-N with my green too. Okay, and I'm going to do blue. So rainbow trace with all 6 colors. And then I'm going to get some purple. So when I take a picture of this page and put it on the assignment page for an example, for a sample for you guys, you're going to see 6 colors on here because I traced these 6 times. And that's what it should look like. I shouldn't just see a pencil or one color. Okay, I want to just get a quick check. Yeah, you know what? I think trying to see if we should do that extra page today. Oh yeah, let's do this. This is not going to take very long at all. Okay, color 10. Now, I'm going to color this later, okay? But look, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you can color them all. Let's count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 11 down here. Okay, these are pretty sunshines or sunflowers, and these are tulips. Okay, there's 10 here, color them all, but here there's 11, so you don't want to color them all. And then this down here, please use pencil, because just in case you make a mistake, maybe you're not paying attention and you put the 0 first and then the 1. I don't think you guys would do that, but 1 comes first and then 0. Start with a 1, add a 0, then you have made the number 10. Now you tell me if this one's good. Is that one good? No, I don't want a 1 and a 0. They need to be the same size. And I want you to make them as big as the samples are. So don't make a teeny tiny one. And you don't have to make it huge. It needs to fit inside the box. So just try to make it about the same size as here. Make sure you close up your 0 and you have a nice straight 1. Okay, so we're doing 3 pages, but they're pretty easy. All right,